Guys, we have more reveals for Edge of Eternities. It's going to be coming out August 1st. It's pretty soon. It's coming up, man. So we're going to go ahead and look at what we have coming in store for us. All right, guys, Edge of Eternities, August 1st, 2025. Cannot wait. There's more stuff being added. Go beyond the blind eternities. Face the Quantum Riddler and other outer space creatures and phenomena. Look at this card right here. Oh my, look at the fact that I can do this to it. Ooh. Flying Sphinx. When this creature enters, draw a card. As long as you have one or fewer cards in hand, if you would draw one or more cards, you draw that many cards plus one. And it also has a warp ability. Can't really see it here, but we'll go ahead and look at it later on. We have another land here. I can't pronounce it. Sosur Sakundi, Void Altar, land planet. This land enters tapped. Add black mana, or it also has station. I believe that's the charge counter stuff where you can put charge counters on it. And if it says if you have 12 plus charge counters, I think that's what it means. You can pay 1 in a black, tap it, pay 2 life, sack a creature. Damn, you're doing a lot. Draw a card equal to the sacrifice creature's power and activate it as a sorcery. That's actually pretty good. I believe we have seen this one already. Exalted Sunborn in Japan Space Japan Showcase. So I guess there's going to be Japanese showcases. Flying lifelink. 1 or more tokens will be created under your control. Twice that many are instead. Oh, so this is like a slightly, I mean, it does have flying and lifelink, so it's a little better Mondrak Glory Dominus, but it does cost more. It's the same power, extra toughness. I don't believe it has a way for protection like Mondrak does, but it does have the same ability and it's pretty good, so we'll see. All right, guys, on TCG Player we do have some new cards that got revealed. The Rumming Hive Pool Slivers. Man, you know how much I like slivers. I have a sliver deck, love it. This artifact is going to be fantastic. Affinity for slivers. Slivers you control have double strike and haste. At the beginning of your upkeep, create 2 1/1 colorless sliver creature tokens. Man, you know what this is gonna do for slivers? It's gonna add a way to slowly get more slivers. Let's say you run out potentially of resources. If you have this on the field, your slivers are gonna be doing massive damage, double strike, haste, and you're gonna just be generating more and more slivers. So that is pretty dope. We have Cosmogoyf here. Wow, only costing black and a green. Elemental Urgoyf. This creature's power is equal to the number of cards you own in exile, and its toughness is equal to that number plus 1. Wow, so your Urgoyfs are typically dependent on the graveyard, where it's like, oh, the power is equal to the amount of cards in the graveyard or card types in the graveyard plus 1 or whatever. Now this is focusing on the exile zone. That's honestly pretty good. I like that. I like that now the stuff you have in exile, it's going to determine how powerful your Goyf is going to be. Pretty nice, man. They're everywhere. They're in the graveyard, exile, battlefield, you name it, man. They're everywhere. Okay, we have the Eternity Elevator, a legendary artifact spacecraft. You can just tap and add 3 colorless mana, but it does have station. Tap another creature you control and put charge counter equal to its powers on this spacecraft. So I knew it. So that's what those numbers on the side are for. You can add X mana of any one color, where X is the number of charge counters on the Eternity Elevator. Goodness. So this can get out of hand pretty decently. But already off the bat, you're tapping for 3 colorless. So just that in and of itself is a pretty good value for 5 mana. But yeah, I could see how you can get a crap ton of mana with the charge counters that you're adding on the Eternity Elevator. Terra Symbiosis. Whenever you put 1 or more 1/1 counters on a creature you control, you draw that many cards. Do this only once per turn. Jeez, people can have explosive turns with this card. Imagine being able to put like 12 1/1 counters on a creature one turn. And you're drawing 12 cards. That's pretty vicious. I like the art too. This is definitely going to be great. I'm going to look to pick this up and probably put it in my counter blitz pre-con when I'm doing upgrades. So that's going to be fantastic. Terra Symbiosis, man. Jeez. Weapons manufacturing. Whenever a non-token artifact you control enters, create a colorless artifact token named Munitions. When this token leaves the battlefield, it deals 2 damage to any target. Wow. I like that. More burn for red, and the art looks fantastic. This is like brain looking things. They look pretty nice. Edge of Eternities so far, pretty good stuff, man. I don't believe we've gone over this one. Uthros Titanic God Core, but it just has station as well. Adding blue. Mythic Land enters tap though. Once again, you can add blue for each artifact you control. That's similar to what the Telerian Academy, I believe. Similar land card. Could get out of hand, of course, just like a lot of these cards. That's why right now, as in pre-sale, it has a $60 price tag. We'll go down though once, you know, the set gets released. We have Nova Hellkite, flying in haste. When this creature enters, it deals 1 damage to target creature an opponent controls. Good dragons. Always good when there's dragons printed. Flying in haste. Once again, it is red. more burn as well. So this is a dragon that has a decent amount of utility, right? It can attack right away, can spread some damage like that. Singularity Rupture, 3 blue, black, and black. Destroy all creatures, then any number of target players each mill half their library rounded down. Wow, more mill, and it's half the damn library. Goodness gracious. You're just not only you're destroying and milling everyone, not only are you destroying everyone's creatures, making everybody salty as it is, you're gonna go ahead and just mill the rest, half of their deck as well. What the hell? Okay, another legendary artifact, the End Stone. Whenever you play a land or cast a spell, draw a card. Okay. At the beginning of your end step, your life total becomes half your starting life. Okay, that makes sense now. So the first ability, cracked. Anytime you play a land or cast a spell, draw a card, right? You put this in some landfall decks or just decks that can cheat out a crap ton of lands. Goodness gracious, you're gonna be drawing a bunch of cards, and you can draw into more lands, but it does come at a cost. You're losing half your life, so that's not bad. All right, pretty good card though. Goodness gracious. We got the Starfield Vocalist. If a permanent entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control the trigger, it does it again. These are always good. People love their ETBs. And do you want them to trigger twice? The answer is always yes. I believe this is another Sammy card. Double strike vigilance. Spells you cast have affinity for artifacts. Pretty straightforward card. Looks great, honestly. We have Servandum the Lucent. I believe that's how you say it. Death Touch. Lifelink. Whenever he attacks or enters, other creatures you control get +1/+0 and gain Death Touch till end of turn. Of course, it's an Orzhov, giving everything Death Touch. But it looks like a pretty decent card. For an uncommon, pretty good. Oh geez, Mutinous Massacre. Choose odd or even. Destroy each creature with mana value of the chosen quality. Then gain control of all creatures until end of turn. Untap them, they gain haste until end of turn. Wow, what a card. You get to just gain control of all creatures. Rakdos, man. What type of bullcrap is this? Absolutely cracked card though. Oh wow, Infinite Guideline Station. When it enters, create a tap 2/2 colorless robot artifact creature token for each multicolored permanent you control. Has station, so we're gonna need charge counters on this bad boy. But once you reach the amount needed, whenever it attacks, draw a card for each multicolored permanent you control. Nice Wooburg. Once again, this can easily be in Joda. Joda. Everything comes back to Joda. Come on. But geez, oh my gosh, a 7/15 as well. That's a freaking god. I mean, you do need the charge counters though, but geez, a 7/15. When it attacks, you draw a card for each multicolored permanent you have, and if you're in Wooburg, you're gonna have a crap ton. We have the Frenzied Bailiff, a beast. This spell can't be countered as trample and haste. Creature spells you control can't be countered. Combat damage can't be prevented. For only 2 mana, you get a trample haster. Prevents counter spells from being casted, and prevents combat damage from being prevented. My bad, there's a lot of prevent going on, but a good card for 2 mana. A damn good card. We got Gene Morph Imago, an insect druid. Landfall. Whenever land you control enters, target creature has base power toughness 3/3. If you control 6 or more lands, it's 6/6 instead. Oh, and in Simic, only costing 2 as well. Pretty easy. Gonna be pretty easy, especially in Simic, to get a crap ton of lands into the battlefield. And you're gonna easily be able to get that second ability. Everything's a 6/6 base. I'm not sure if I went over Elegy Acolyte, but has lifelink. Whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, you draw a card, lose a life. At the beginning of your end step, if a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn or spell was warped, create a 2/2 colorless robot artifact creature token. Wow, a lot of card draw, which is always fantastic. You get to create tokens, and it also has lifelink. But yeah guys, that's Edge of Eternities. Going to be coming out soon. The reveals for more of the cards, they look very promising, looks fantastic, and let's hope that there's even more goodies, more good cracked ass cards to come that are going to be revealed pretty soon. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.